Good evening, guys. So today we are going to start time domain analysis in control system. So there are two types of analysis we do in control system. Time domain, frequency domain. So today we are going to cover time domain. Now, first let us start with some fundamentals. Steady state and transient state. What do you mean by steady state? So in this analysis, we will calculate the error in the control system. The magnitude of the error. We will go into this. And in transient state, we study about the input given to the system and its response. Okay, now let's move ahead. Let us suppose we have a graph. Okay, and it goes like this. So this period is your transient period, and when the graph settles, this period is your steady state period because your output settles. Okay, so this is the period where transient occurs, and this is the steady state part. Now, I I have taught you the basic signals. Okay, so the signals, standard signals, impulse, step, ramp, and parabola. We will use these signals in incoming for calculation of error and all that. Okay, let's move ahead to type and order of a system. So what do you mean by type? Let us suppose we have a transfer function gs by hs. Okay, so how do you get to know what is the type of the system? So first of all, it is defined for open loop system only, not for closed loop system. So you have to first find the open loop system. So for example, we have a closed loop transfer function. So change it to open loop. After that, we can calculate find the type of the system. Let's take an easier example. A closed loop transfer function. Now We have to take a specific example. One second. Yeah. You can convert that into open loop. So what is the definition of type? I should tell you. So if the transfer function of open loop we get is something like this. Okay. Okay. So if we got a transfer function with open loop transfer function like this. So if there is a pole at s equal to 0, this will decide the type of the system. If there is one pole at origin, then type is 1. Type is 2 if two poles at origin. Type is 3 if three poles at origin, and it goes on. So you have to find the poles at the origin, and it will decide the type of the open loop system. If the number of poles at origin 5, the type is 5. Okay. Now let's move on to the order. Order. First of all, it is defined for closed loop system. So if the transfer function of a closed loop system is like g by 1 plus gh, and this is your characteristic equation. In this characteristic equation, the highest power of S will give you the order of the system. Just let's see if your transfer function is like this. So in this characteristic equation, the highest power of S is 2. So order is 2. Let's take another example. So your highest power is 3. So this is the order of the system. So this is the basic definition of order and type of the system. Next topic. Error. Now we are starting steady state analysis first. Let's make a healthy diagram here first. This is your output. This is your input. This is your summer point. This is negative. This is H. This is G. This is your B, the feedback input, and this is your error. So this is a system. So error is defined as output. No, one second. So we have to calculate error. So you have given some input R. So error is defined as the input R minus the feedback, this feedback. Okay. So this will give the error signal. So what is B here? B is equal to C into H, because here C is taken out and it is multiplied by H. And if we put B is equal to CH, now what is C? C is equal to E into Z. Okay. Here you can see the basic block diagram equation. E into Z equal to C. So now we will put this values here. E equal to R minus C is equal to E into G into H. Take this term here. E will take common 1 plus GH R. So error comes out to be R by 1 plus GH. This is your error. Now we have to calculate at steady state at t equal to or tends to infinity. So we use Laplace theorems here for final value. So limit s tends to 0, s into es is equal to r s 1 plus gs hs. This will give your error. Okay. This is your error. Fine. So this will give you error. So how would you calculate this? So you will use this formula. R is your input, G is your forward path gain, H is your feedback gain. Okay. Now let's move on to some more points. Let me check some numericals for you. Yeah, first we will study state error for different inputs. Let's first write the formula here. Limit s tends to 0, SES should be equal to 0. Okay. Now, first is your step input. Okay. So if step input is given, so what is the transfer function of step input? Simply A by S. A is your constant, any constant. So if we put this here, not equal to 0. This will give you error. Okay. Let it see. Now we have give second step input. Okay. So we will put step input here. Put Rs equal to A by S. And limit is S tends to 0. This will become limit S tends to 0, A by 1 plus GS Hs. Okay. Now we have to assume some constant also. So we have to study some constants. For step input, we take the term position error constant. Okay. Denoted by Kp, P for position. So this is given by limit S tends to 0, 1 GS H. Okay. This is your position error constant. Now, if we go back here, limit A by 1 plus limit s tends to 0 gs hs, and we have denoted this by kp. This will become a by 1 plus kp. So this is your error. This is your error for step input, a by 1 plus kp, where a is just some constant of the input, kp is your position error constant that is given a limit s tends to 0 gs hs. Okay. Now let's move on to the next input, ramp input. So what is the transfer function of ramp input? A by s square. Okay. So same way we can calculate the error here. So we know error is given by limit s tends to 0 srs by 1 plus g h s. Okay. S here also. So put rs a by s square 1 plus gs hs, limit s tends to 0. This will equal to limit s tends to 0 a by s divided by 1 plus gs hs. Multiply both numerator and denominator by s. We will get now another coefficient we have is velocity error coefficient, or constant we can say it. This is given by limit s tends to 0 s into gs hs. Okay. Now going back here, we will say limit s tends to 0 a by s is 0, so that's at 0 kv. This is denoted by kv, v for velocity and coefficient. S becomes 0 and this term is kv. So this is your error for ramp input. Okay. Now let's move on to step ramp parabolic. Now for parabolic, the transfer function is given by a by s3. Same way. So let's calculate it. Error is given by limit s tends to 0 s into a by s3 1 plus gs hs a by s square plus s square gs hs. Limit is here also. If s is tending to 0, then limit a by s square gs hs, limit is here, s tends to 0. Okay. So this term becomes 0. So this is also a coefficient known as acceleration coefficient. K, given by limit s tends to 0 s square gs hs. Okay. So these are the basic error coefficients. Now let's take some examples. Okay, so you have gs given 10 by s square by 4 plus s, and feedback is unity, hs is 1, your input signal is given as 2 plus 3t plus 4t square. Yeah. So find the error in the system. So you have the formula for error is limit s tends to 0 s into rs by 1 plus gs hs. You have gs, you have hs, you have rs. So first calculate rs. Rs will be 2 by s plus 3 by s square plus 4 by s3 2. Okay, because that Laplace transform of t square is 2 by s3. So this is your rs. Put this here. One plus put gs here. You don't have any hs one. So calculate this. Don't forget the limit is here also, here also. I'm just not writing it for the sake of convenience. Okay. We multiplied this by this, and this goes to the top square 4 plus s. Multiply it, and after solving it, you have to solve it, and you can multiply this also. S square 2s square plus 3s plus 8. S square 4 plus s plus 10 in bracket square 4 plus s. After solving it, after getting the limit, you will get answer 3.2. But it is very cumbersome, very difficult. Okay, so let's start with a short trick. Okay, so for that we will learn a small trick. So for steady state error, for a simple input like this, okay, if we calculate error step input, we will have to find the highest power of t. So highest power of t is 2, and your poles here are also 2. So these two will give 0 steady state error. Okay, so your steady state error will be given by only this term, because this will give 0 error. So let's make a table of this that will help you along the way. Now your system type 0, type 1, type 2, input step ramp parabola. So your error will be for type 0 system. Here error will be infinity. Here error will be infinity. Here error will be 0. Here error will be a by k. Here infinity. Here 0, 0, a by k. So if the type is for the system is 0, only step input give you error, and the ramp and parabolic inputs give you infinite error. For type 1, only ramp will give you an error. Parabolic will give you an infinite error. For type 2, these two will not give an error, and only parabolic will give an error. This is type 2. So this step ramp will give you 0 error, and only this factor will give you some error. Okay, so remember this table. Moving to the next question. Let me see if any other question is there. Okay. If GS is given by S by S plus 4, which input is given as 4 by S, find the error. So then error will be S into RS 1 plus 4. Limit S tends to 0. So this S got cancels 1 by S plus 4 plus S plus 4. So if we put S equal to 0, this term will become 0. So this is your answer, 0. So what is this input? This step input. Okay. This is your step input. And the type is 1. And we have studied that for type 1 step input error is 0. Only ramp input is here. So this is the clarification or example so that we can justify the statement that we have given. So just check the type of the system. If it is 0, only your step input error will be there and other errors will be infinite. If type is 1, only ramp input error will be there, and lowest to ramp is step, its error will be 0, and higher to ramp is parabolic, its error will be infinite. If the type is 2, only parabolic error will be there, and lowest to it is step and ramp, both error will be 0. So this is the trick to remember it. Just check the type of the system. If there is a lower input to that system, that will be 0. And if there is higher input to that system, the error will be infinite. Okay. So this is the basic concept. So in the next lecture, we will study transient analysis. For today, we have completed the steady state stability. Okay. So tomorrow we will study transient analysis. Okay. And I will also teach you error, dynamic error. I might teach you, but this is not so important. But this topic we will study transient analysis for tomorrow. Okay. Thank you.